like, to me, kind of 50-50 how it was going to be any good or not. It showed a lot of flash, a lot of hot girls, a lot of action, a lot of fighting.
And that's what's going to attract the guy.
It's cute, but damn, for my $10, give me a story.
Right.
Try. Try.
That's the reason why I never really had any interest in seeing it, because of the fact that everything that they shown was just action and flash. There was no story to it, and even in the trailer, you will see some kind of story building in the trailer to make you interested. And because of that, I was never really interested in Sucker Punch, and it just. And all the reviews are coming out right now. It's just reinforced my view on it.
Well, see, with me on the other hand, it's like, for me to technically like a movie, I can't say it just has to be a great story, because I love Shoot 'Em Up, and that story sucked to that movie to me. But that was a great movie to me. Have any of you seen Shoot 'Em Up?
I saw Shoot 'Em Up.
Yeah, I saw
that.
That was ignorant.
Yeah, it was. But it was like, think about the story. The story wasn't that great, but that movie was good to me. And it's like there's a certain way you can do it.
But that film can kind of get away with that. But Sucker Punch.
Shoot 'Em Up knew exactly what it was doing simply by its name. It wanted to be a big, dumb, fun action movie.
Basically, and not to cut you off, Mark, sorry. Basically, it just ended up being a hot stylized exploitation / grindhouse movie.
Yeah.
Kind of like what they did with Planet Terror and Death Proof.
Or with Machete recently.
Right, Machete and stuff like that. That's all that was. Sucker Punch, I would say, is like, they tried to make it hot stylized like Shoot 'Em Up, but it failed, unfortunately, according to word of mouth. But I get what you're saying on that.
Yeah, and going back to Sucker Punch, I really haven't heard much. I have heard one positive review of the movie. Basically, a lot of this one critic, I can't talk. This one critic brought up the point that a lot of the female characters are three-dimensional characters, and you'd assume for something like this, a big action beat-em-up, that you assume they'd be just a side character, maybe have like a one-dimensional kind of stereotype to it. But from what I've heard, these characters are supposed to be like really third-dimensional, while all the men are the kind of shallow stereotypes that it's kind of a different role reversal from what I've heard of it. I heard it kind of, and I've heard, and again, he did say, I can't talk. He did say to give the whole movie with a grain of salt that, not everybody's going to like this. It might be a little too much, but yeah, I've heard like the female archetypes, like they're supposed to be like really fully dimensional characters. And maybe that's true. I still need to see the movie, but I've heard there could be some refreshing things about it. So it's possible.
Wow, I was gonna see that movie. Oh well.
I still say go and see it just to get your own take. Like I said, I'm not always one who has to absolutely have a deep and meaningful story in the movie.
Yeah, but sometimes you straight.
Sometimes I want to.
You're this movie? I'm mad. Dang.
Hey, Machete.
That's about as sexy as she ever gonna be.
Haters, man. Y'all
Well, speaking of trailers or what have you, we also caught a glimpse of the first full-length feature trailer to Captain America, and from what I'm seeing, it's a few more notches up my ladder. I can't wait to see it along with Thor. I mean, it showed a little bit more action, a little bit more excitement. It seemed to stick more true to storylines of previous comics and incarnations of Captain America, so it's a definite plus. I'm still kind of iffy or leery of how they do Chris Evans as Steve Rogers before he got all super soldiered up, make him look like a scrawny little kid, whatever CGI wise. But yet still, it ain't gonna, ruin the movie or just make it like dumb. It's just part of what the origin is. So overall, I think that the Cap movie is looking really good. Can't wait for it to happen.
I'm actually probably going to be the only one, but I actually have to disagree. I don't think that I have to put my comic book side of me to the side, and I have to say, just looking at who's filming the movie and stuff, that I do not think the movie is going to end up that great.
Boo! Yeah.
I mean, look at who the director is. The same person who did October Sky. Has anyone seen October Sky? Movie sucked. I don't suggest seeing it, and he's doing this. And I want Captain America to do good because I'm actually a really big fan of Captain America, but at the same time, I I don't want to put all my hopes up in it and then just be crushed. And that's what it feels like is going to happen.
No Michelle Rodriguez in it.
And see if Michelle Rodriguez was in it, then it'd be good.
Hey,
Man, you don't understand.
always hating on something. I'm digging it so far. I'm with Chauncey. For the most part, I'm pretty positive on it. It looks like a nice period piece. I can kind of look over the whole Chris Evans looking skinny and scrawny. I can look over that. It looks like, it's really getting to Steve Rogers becoming Captain America, what his importance is to the war. Visually, it looks nice. The Red Skull looks amazing.
Hugo Weaving.
Yeah, Hugo Weaving looks pretty damn good as the Red Skull.
Grade A bad guy of movie history.
Like, I really want to see more. I'm really hyped for it. I can't wait. The suit looks nice. I'm pretty happy with the suit. I think I can probably deal with Chris Evans being Captain America. Starting to slowly grow on me, but I want to see more. So we got from now till July for the film to come out. So let's get hyped up for the next few movies. This one I think is going to be up there this summer, another summer blockbuster. So I can't wait for it. So I'm all for it.
Ironically, this being Cap, this is the only war type of movie that I have ever been interested in wanting to see. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting to see more of it and see where they can take this. I'm hoping that it's not going to suck. And that's all my wishes for. I really don't want to say much about it. I'm just waiting.
With the plaster here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, none of that.
Italian Red Skull.
and definitely no 80s with the motorcycle helmet and
Right.
With the clear shield, the motorcycle?
Right.
No!
So enough of that talk.
That was genius.
my thoughts on it is just bring it on.
Quick question: does Captain America have a gun, like in the comics?
Technically,
The Bucky
the new
Cap
one,
does.
yes.
Yeah, that was the only weird thing. Like, I don't know really much about Captain America, but yeah, I do love the idea that they're not going to make it like Captain America in 2011, like try to make it fit with this world, because Captain America is kind of a figure of the 1940s. So I definitely like that they're going like back in history for the character and for that. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for the project. Like, it's looking really good. Like, I really like the costume. Like, again, I'm not really a huge comic book reader, but yeah, I thought it was going to be kind of weird, kind of maybe a little cheesy for them to go with the older costume. But yeah, I like the idea of kind of the belt buckles he's going with the...
It's more of like it's like an army uniform.
Yeah.
And kind of how they did when they redid the Ultimate line, and they kind of redesigned the cap. They kind of made it somewhat his outfit more of like a uniform.
Yeah.
And just chainmail this in the original. So I'm pretty happy with it. And then again, I'm glad they went in the film for the first film, it being a period piece, being in World War II, and he's going to be in the Avengers. And Cap's whole thing is he's a man out of time.
Yeah.
So him being frozen and being thawed out in the modern world, how does he deal with that coming from being frozen in the 1940s and being woken up into the modern world?
You think Chris Evans gonna be able to pull that off?
Why couldn't he?
I'm just saying, like, do you think he's gonna be able to pull that
Unless
off?
he's a good Methodist actor.
Oh,
I
right.
don't know.
Like, so far it seems,
I mean, because honestly, I haven't really seen Chris Evans acting in the movie so much in the trailer. Like, the trailer hasn't really showed me, to be honest, it seemed like, because I'm trying to be like, put my comic book side, part of me aside. I'm trying to go more towards the film aspect. And like I said, the guy who's directed, Joe Johnston,
Yeah.
the best thing I think he directed was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And
Actually, I got kind of second that when you mentioned that name. Now I think back.
yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was cool for its time, but he also did another cool movie, The Rocketeer.
Yeah, he did the Rocketeer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did do the Rocketeer. Yeah,
Yeah, that was good.
And I'm just sorry, but he did the Wolfman also. So I'm like,
And everybody bats 1,000. It happens.
I know.
Right,
So that's
right,
what I'm
right.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I can't put too much faith in this movie right now, seeing as who's
directing it right now. Like honestly, I just cannot do it.